Anatomy is the study of structure, and the physiology is the study of the function. So both, it goes together hand in hand. Anatomy, structure, physiology, the function. So when studying the human body, one can look at the structure and function at various levels. Meron nating, alam natin yung pagka pinag-aralan natin yung human body, so meron siyang structure and function. Pero merong another level siya na ito yung it made up of a human body. Meron tayong chemicals, yung atoms and molecules na tinatawag, cellular level, meron tayong mga tissues, organs, systems, and holistic, organismic, yung the whole individual. Anatomical position. When we talk about anatomical position, it is a standardized method of observing or imaging the body that allows precise, consistent anatomical references. So makikita natin dito sa picture natin na to, meron tayong anatomical, anatomy nga, yung structure. Meron tayong posterior, merong anterior, merong lateral. Ito yung anatomical position. When the body is facing up, ang tawag dito supine. Supine is when the body is facing up. Pagka prone position, if the body is facing down. So up and down lang ito, but different. Prone is down. When we talk about sections, sections are flat surfaces resulting from cuts to body structure. So they are named according to plate on which the cut is made and include frontal. Nakikita nyo yung photo natin sa baba. Meron tayong tinatawag na frontal section. Meron tayong sagittal section. At meron tayong transverse horizontal. So nakikita natin ito yung mga body sections. Meron din tayong pag-uusap systems of the body, systems of the human body. So meron tayong 11. We have 11 of it. And this one, number 1, yung kung ano yung medical term, these are medical terms. Number 1 is integumentary. Ito yung system ng skin. When we talk about the skin, it is integumentary. So the doctor in the hospital tell you about there is a disease or the review of system, yung chine-check ng doktor, hindi niya sasabihin sa yung the skin system. So they are calling it as medical term integumentary system. It's about the skin. So when we talk about skeletal, it's about the bones. So skeletal system is study of the bones. Muscular system is the study of the muscles. Endocrine system is about the organs and the glands. Cardiovascular is about the heart and the vessels. Circulatory system is about the whole circulation of the blood inside of the body. Respiratory system is about the lungs, the breathing system. Digestive system is about the gastrointestinal tract. It's all about the stomach canal. Nervous system is about the nerves. And urinary system is about urine and the structure. Reproductive system for the male reproduction. 7 systems of the human. About the skin or integumentary. So skin completely covers the body and joins onto membranes covering orifices. Yung butas. Orifice, openings. So, ang skin, it covers. Nako-cover niya lahat yung ating body. So, it's the underlying against injury and microbes. So, sensory receptors perceive cold, pressure, fibers produces the required reaction. So, yung ating sensory nerve, doon sa pa lang sa skin, nafe-feel natin yung may pain, yung touch, yung pressure. So, it plays a vital role in maintenance of temperature. Action of vitamin capable of, like for example, andun tayo sa around tanghali, yung ating skin, nakaka-absorb siya ng vitamin D through yun dun sa rays of the sun. Kung mainit ng alas 9 hanggang alauna, so that means to say, yung nafe-feel natin yung init and the skin absorbs. Naa-absorb ng skin yung ating vitamin D. So the same thing with body temperature. Pag ikaw nagpunta sa Baguio, so you will feel yung change of body temperature. When you go sa mainit na lugar, kagaya dito sa atin sa UAE, mainit siya, we feel yung init through the skin. Okay, so yung skin natin ay nasisense niya yung pain, yung coldness, yung heat, yung body temperature. So the appearance of the skin is quite different in various body sites. Merong ibang site na very smooth, merong very rough, at furrowed, yung kulukulubot. So there is also a wide variation in thickness. Merong mga parte doon sa ating skin na merong matigas, yung hindi smooth, yung rough siya. So nakita nyo ba yung skin natin sa eyelid? Napaka-thin yan, di ba? Skin yun, nakabalot yun. So it is a paper thin. While yung ating soles sa ating feet, kung kano siya kakapal. So 10 to 20 times thicker dun sa ating eyelid. This is the skin, ang picture ng skin ito. Kung hihimayin mo underneath yung skin natin, sa ibabaw nun, meron tayong hair, di ba? Nakikita natin, meron tayong hair. Yung hair natin sa ibabaw, skin. Ngayon, yung iba, smooth. Yung thin, maninipis yung hair nila. Merong mga tao na ang kakapal, hindi ba? Yung tinatawag natin na balbon or nakita nyo yung mga Indian kung gaano kakapal ng kanilang mga balahibo. So ito yon, it differs of the skin. Yung pinakamaibabaw niya, it covers yung ating body, epidermis yun. Yung epidermis. Yung pag naliligo tayo, yung kinakaskas natin ng ating mga scrubber, natatanggal yung dead cell na yun dun sa epidermis natin. So napapalitan yon. Ngayon, meron tayong mga nerves na kaya pagka napipil natin, di ba, pagka mainit yun, meron tingling sensation, yun. Meron tayong dermis sa layer at may subcutaneous tayo sa ilalim. So ngayon, meron din tayong mga arterioles, meron tayong fat, collagen, and fibroblast. Yun, kaya pagka naging elastic na yung skin natin, di ba, lumuwag, so nawawala na tayo ng collagen. So may muscle din tayo, may sweat gland, ito yung nagpo-produce ng pawis dun na lumalabas dun sa skin, at capillaries. Epidermis, Yung outer layer of the skin, they are called epidermis. It contains stratified epithelial tissue. The surface consists of several layers of cornified dead cells that are constantly being rubbed off. Ang sabi ko kanina, pagka naliligo kayo, naghihilod kayo, itong epidermis natin, medyo natatanggal yung kanyang dead cells. So ito natatanggal, napapalitan nito ng bago. So yung mga sweat gland ducts and hairs passes through epidermis. So meron tayong dermis is the second layer of the skin. And the dermis is a top layer of skin located below the epidermis comprising connective tissue with elastic and collagen fibers. A network of blood vessels and lymph vessels permeate the dermis, the regulation of body temperature. So yung ating dermis, siya yung nagre-regulate doon sa body temperature. Nag-a-assist siya. Nare-regulate niya kung ito ay mainit, kung nakaka-feel siya ng malamig. Sensory nerve endings or sweat glands and ducts, hair follicles, and sebaceous glands are also in the layer of the skin. Meron tayong subcutaneous tissue. So yung subcutaneous glands natin, they are located in the dermis. So they secrete the oily fluid, sebum, ang tawag doon, to lubricate and protect the skin and hair. Pagka nag-oily-oily na yung ating skin, pag nag-oily-oily na yung ating scalp, so ibig sabihin may overproduction na tayo ng sebum. Ito yung oil. So meron tayong subcutaneous tissue, the tissue directly beneath the dermis na makikita nyo yung below the dermis. So meron tayong sweat glands at itong sweat glands nito are located in the dermis. They are located in the dermis and they release sweat onto the skin via the sweat gland. So pagka tayo halimbawa yung mainit na, so nagre-release yung ating sweat gland ng pawis. So lumalabas yun doon sa ating mga skin. Doon sa pores natin, open yun eh. So lumalabas yung ating pawis through doon sa pores. Other sweat glands open into the hair follicles. Kaya kung minsan pagka pinagpapawisan tayo, di ba, pati yung ating ulo, pinagpapawisan. So lumalabas din doon yung ating sweat. Sweat is important for the maintenance of normal body temperature. Going to circulatory system. Ang circulatory system natin consists of the heart, which act as a pump, and the blood vessels through which the blood circulates. So, yung circulatory number 1 niya, heart ang yung kung mga blood circulate sa buong katawan. The primary function of this system is to carry blood containing nutrients and chemicals to cells and to carry waste products away for elimination. So, yung oxygenated blood umiikot sa buong katawan natin. So, ito nagdadala ito through the oxygen, may nutrients at chemicals. Ito yung litrato ng ating circulatory system. So, yung circulatory system natin umiikot sa katawan. Buong katawan sinusuplayan niya ng oxygenated na blood. So, bakit tayo may oxygen dun sa blood? It carries doon sa cells natin. So, yung blue at saka mga red, they are the arteries and the veins. Talking about arteries and the veins. Arteries, they carry blood from the heart. All arteries, with the exemption of the pulmonary artery, carry oxygenated blood. It is brighter than deoxygenated blood, which passes through veins, with the exemption of the pulmonary veins. Most of the major arteries are shown in the diagram. Pakikita ko sa inyo yon. And arteries divide into smaller and smaller branches. So the smallest of these are arteriole. arterial walls comprise three layers, the middle of which is extremely elastic. Ang veins, what are the veins? They are comprised the same three layers of arteries, but are thinner because there is less muscle and elastic tissue. So in certain veins, especially those of the lower limbs, venous return is dependent on muscle contraction and tissue fluid pressure, and backflow is prevented by a large number of valves. So ito ngayon ang ating heart anatomy sa circulatory system. So yung superior vena cava, nakikita nyo yung blue, dito yung malaking vein yun. To the right, yung pulmonary artery, malaking artery. So meron tayong aorta dun sa taas. At down, structure of the heart, meron tayong hati-hati. Yung puso natin na hati sa apat. Meron tayo sa taas, meron dalawa tayong kalahati, left at saka right atrium. Sa baba nun, meron din tayong dalawang kalahati. Meron tayong left ventricle at right ventricle. Okay, so this is the heart. The heart is a muscular organ that pumps the blood around the body. Did I miss something? Teka lang. Wala. Okay. So the heart is a muscular organ that pumps the blood around the body. So the pumping cycle, ibig sabihin, yung pumping cycle niya, pag nag-pump yung blood, ay meron tayong heartbeat. Pag nag-pump, love-dub, sabi niya. So pag nag-pump yan, it occurs between 60 to 80 times per minute and is controlled by the pacemaker, tinatawag nating sino-atrial node heart. Okay? So meron tayong parts of the heart. Meron tayong pericardium. Ito yung three layers of tissue. So the myocardium and the endocardium. So tatlo. The pericardium is the outermost layer. Ito yung bumabalot. Yung bumabalot dun sa puso. Siya yung tawag nating pericardium. And the two membranous sacs of the pericardium surround the heart. Myocardium natin is in the middle layer of tissue. It is composed of cardiac muscle, which is found only in the heart. Yung muscle natin, di ba, nasa parte ng katawan natin, meron tayo sa hita, meron sa dibdib, meron sa legs. So yung nasa heart natin, ang tawag doon ay heart muscle or medical term as myocardium. So endocardium forms a lining of the myocardium. Pumabalot naman dun sa muscles of the heart. It is continuous with the lining of the blood vessel. Ito yung circulation of the blood through the heart. Paano nag-contribute ng blood supply yung ating heart pag nagpapump ito? So we'll start with the superior vena cava. Nakita natin yung pinakamalaking vein doon. So yun siya, yung superior vena cava, nagdadaan siya through the atrium, through the tricuspid valve to the right ventricle. Tapos pupunta siya from the through the pulmonary to the pulmonary artery, going to the lungs. Nagsusupply siya para dun sa respiratory. Pupunta siya ngayon sa left atrium to the left ventricle. Papasok siya ng aorta, pupunta siya ng buong katawan, the rest of the body. Okay? Nakita nyo kung paano yung ating circulatory system, kung paano yung dugo natin pag nag-pump siya ng blood, buong mo ang sinusunod. Nervous system. When we talk about nervous system, it performs three related functions. Number one function niya, it senses certain changes within the body and the outside environment. Nakaka-sense siya nafe-feel niya na may pagbabago within the body and in the outside of the environment. Meron siya, it interprets the changes. Yung mga changes na nasa katawan natin, halimbawa mainit, nafe-feel niya yon, may mga changes doon na i-interpret niya. It responds to interpretation by initiating action in the form of muscular contractions or glandular secretion. Pagka yung nervous system natin, yung nerves, yung mga ugat natin, siya ay lahat ng mga parte ng muscles natin, pag nag-contract yun, halimbawa yun, namimitig, ano yun, yung nagkakaroon ng muscle cramps. So yun, yung nerves natin doon, nag-i-interpret siya na merong contraction. Ganon din sa glandular secretion. Pagka tayo lumalabas na yung laway natin, yung nervous system natin, it helps to doon sa mga nervous system are grouped as follows. Ano yung mga nervous system na tinatawag natin? It consists of brain and spinal cord. Yung ating nervous system, pag tinawag natin ito, it consists of brain and spinal cord. Yung peripheral nervous system natin, it consists of 31 pairs of spinal nerves, 12 pairs of cranial nerves, and the autonomic part of the nervous system. Showing you, ito ang ating central nervous system. Sa taas nito, we have the brain and the spinal cord. So to the right, makita natin yung peripheral nervous system, yung mga nerves na supplying doon sa buong katawan. Respiratory system. So pag sinabi natin respiratory system, we are talking about the breathing. Lungs ang pinag-uusapan natin. So when we talk about respiratory, yung respiration, yung paghinga natin, it is the process of taking oxygen in from the air and transporting it to individual body cells. And the subsequent transportation of carbon dioxide from the cells back into the air. Yung paghinga natin, pag-inhale natin, so we are inhaling clean air, di ba? So pagka tayo nag-exhale, ito na yung maduming inilalabas natin. Yun yung dioxide. So the respiratory system provides the route by which oxygen enters the body and by which carbon dioxide is excreted. So the system also plays a role in regulating body temperature. Pagka kasi mainit, papawisan tayo, so humihinga tayo ng mabilis. So yung kagaya nga, yung nagre-regulate yung body temperature natin, pag mainit, hingal ka ng hingal. So the major structures of the respiratory system are the nose, the pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and lungs. Ito yung major structure. Ito yung it consists of, comprises of respiratory system. So yung nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and lungs. So breathing is accomplished by the diaphragm and the muscles of the chest wall. Pagka kayo nagbi-breathe, nafe-feel nyo ba na tumataas yung inyong chest wall? Na it aids in breathing. Yung ating diaphragm at saka yung chest wall natin. Tumataas pag nag-inhale tayo, bababa siya pag nag-exhale. It is automatic yun. Baba yun, merong rise and fall yung ating chest. This is the respiratory system. So we'll start with the nose, going pharynx, to the trachea, to the larynx, to meron tayong mga bronchus, meron tayong left and right lungs, at ang diaphragm natin. So this is the breathing respiratory system. About digestive system. Digestive system, ang function nito is to prepare food that is eaten so that it may be transported and used by body cells. So ang trabaho nito ay yung pag may pinasok sa bibig hanggang doon sa puwit natin lumalabas. So ito yung tinatawag nating digestive system or the gastrointestinal tract. So the digestive system consists of alimentary canal, associated organs, and digestive processes. The alimentary canal is a long tube extending from mouth to anus through which food passes. So when food is ingested, the digestive system breaks into nutrients that can be used by the body. So lahat lang ng pwedeng i-absorb ng katawan, yun yung dinadigest. Once na natapos na ito, after dun sa mouth, kinain, the food chewed, sinwallowed, it is propelled downward to the stomach. So here, yung gastric fluid natin, it helps to change the nature of the food from solid to semi-liquid. So most digestion and absorption occurs in the small intestine through capillaries and lymph vessels in the intestinal lining. Undigested food is moved through the digestive tract and eliminated from the body through the anus. Pagkakain natin, bababa yun sa stomach natin, ida-digest. Pagka yung mga naiwan, na-absorb, maiiwan siya. Yung mga hindi na i-absorb, yun na yung inilalabas nating idinudumi natin. So the digestive system is also referred to as gastrointestinal tract. So ating digestive system is the gastrointestinal tract. Urinary system. When we talk about urinary system, it filters certain waste products from the bloodstream by forming urine. Ito yung iniihi natin. So yung iniihi natin ay waste product. Kailangan ilabas. And mechanically, it removes from the body. So organs of the systems are 2 kidneys, 2 ureters, a bladder, and a urethra. So this is our urinary system. So itong urinary system natin, meron tayong 2 kidneys. It is a bean-shaped kidneys. May dalawa tayong ureters, the left and the right din. Meron tayong bladder. Meron tayong sphincter. Ito yung sphincter, siya yung nakaka-feel na pagka ikaw naiihi na, gusto mo nang umihi. So siya yung nakaka-feel na ikaw ay iihi na. So lalabas na yun sa urethra natin. Endocrine system. The endocrine system is one of the most complicated of the body system. Why? Because it consists of glands. So this gland widely separate from each other with no direct anatomy. So many of its functions are understood, but some remain to be explained. This section describes the endocrine glands and the profound influences they exert on the growth and development of the organs. Ito ang endocrine system natin. So sabi nga natin, it's separated kasi hindi sila magkakasama. Nakagaya ng urinary system, isang urinary system, magkakasama sila. So yung dun sa heart, andun din sila sa heart. But ang endocrine system, they are separated from each other. Malayo sila. Kagaya ng hypothalamus, pituitary gland, pineal gland, nandun sila sa may utak. Ngayon, meron thymus dito sa lalamunan. Meron tayong pancreas, adrenal glands doon sa tiyan natin. Meron tayong placenta, meron tayong testicle, ovary, doon na sa reproductive. At meron tayong thymus dito sa may gitna ng between sa ating chest. Going to reproductive system. So ano ba ang tinatawag nating reproductive system? So it is the organ. Ang reproductive system natin is the organ of the reproductive of the male and the female. So meron tayong male and female dito. And are very different. Pero they function the same. Identical ang function nila because for the continuation of the human life through procreation. So sila yung out na makabuhay ng tao. So continuation of human life through procreation. So in addition, organs of both male and female reproductive system secretes hormones which influence growth and development and sexual characteristic. So sila, ginagamit itong reproductive system from the male and the female kasi ito yung nagbibigay sa atin ng production or procreation of life. Nakikita natin dito yung ating male reproductive system at saka yung female reproductive system. Pareho ng function but it differs dun sa structure. So for a male, meron tayong tinatawag na prostate gland, meron tayong seminal vesicle, tayong vas deferens, yung testis, scrotum, urethra, and the penis. So ito yon, okay? So ngayon sa babae, meron tayong left and right na fallopian tube, meron tayong uterus, meron tayong left and right na ovary, meron tayong cervix, at meron tayong vagina. So ito yung consist ng reproductive system for male and female. So we have done with the anatomy and physiology.